twist. Hello, Fuzzy here. Look at that, huh? What a hot rod that is. Saw it for the first time last night. I thought it was the old Eddie Lawson special, but it's not. It's actually newer than that. It's a 2001 ZRX 1200R. What a smoking hot beauty that is. It's got the similar body style, the similar paint job, the squared off headlight, but it's a totally modern version compared to that motorcycle. Those were air-cooled, the old Eddie Lawsons were air-cooled 1100s. This is a 1200 four-cylinder inline, liquid-cooled, dual overhead cam, 4 valves per cylinder, just packing everything. 120 some odd horsepower, I think 125 maybe, 122, something like that. Over 80 foot-pounds of torque. I haven't ridden it yet. It's I'm sure it's an explosion monster. But look at that engine. Carbureted. These are still carbureted. They've got 4 36mm constant velocity Mikunis. Oh, Keenans, not Mikunis. Constant velocity Mikuni or Keenan carburetors. Like I said, liquid cooled. An absolutely beautiful engine. Those things are bulletproof. As long as they're maintained properly, they will go forever. Okay, let's these are very emotional kind of bike to me because I grew up in this era, and this thing is plays on all that emotion. This thing tickles all the right spots when I look at it. It's got the dual disc brakes, floating disc brakes. It's got 6 piston calipers, Tokiko calipers, braided lines. He's got a steering dampener added to it. Then you come back here, he's got these piggyback shocks. The shocks are adjustable for both dampening and rebound. Same with the front end ones, dampening and rebound. I think the tubes are 43 millimeters. And then look at this beautiful swing arm. That's, to a guy my age, that's art. Look at that thing. With the eccentric adjusters for the chain. Like I said, it hits all the right spots. Absolutely gorgeous. These bikes, I think top speed was I read 148 or 149. The quarter mile times are what's really amazing. 10.7 to 10.9, depending on what source you read, which is absolutely expected. These older bikes do not have traction control, so you're expected to know how to ride a motorcycle like this one. It will not do the work for you. You are wheelie control. You are the one that keeps the back tire from breaking loose. You have to be a master of clutch and power with these. Look at that exhaust. That's an aftermarket carbon canister exhaust. They put a carbon air box on it, a carbon front fender. Absolutely beautiful motorcycle. Take a look at the dash here. He's got adjustable clutch lever and adjustable brake lever. Looks like a 10.5 red line. This is the greatest part. 7,500 miles. He just got this particular, he had another one, he had the 1100 version. He sold that and bought this 1200 just a few months ago. So he's had it, what'd you say, Kurt, 4 months?
4 months.
4 months, yep. He lives in Colorado. And his excuse is you have to have a fast bike if you're going to drive out there. But I've known Kurt a long time. He always wants a fast bike. One of those guys. But isn't that just beautiful? This has a 5-speed, right, Kurt?
Yep.
Constant mesh 5-speed transmission. These little bar end dampeners here. Looks like a fork brace. That's probably factory. Anyway, it's a real, my favorite phrase, it's a real wet dream on rubber. He's got new tires coming for it, so don't worry about that. When he goes home, he's heading back home tomorrow, I think. Get some good looking here. gear ratio, you know, shift pattern. Just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Unlike the old Eddie Lawson specials, this one has a better suspension, a better engine, more controllable power, far better brakes. When you see this thing, you know, after you get over the beautiful styling, for me anyway, the engine, but the front end just grabs me right away with these massive, I think they're 310 millimeter disc brakes with these, like I said, the 6-piston dual action. They push from both sides. I believe they push from both sides, calipers. The rear brake is a 250 millimeter 2-piston caliper. Again, pushes from both sides. Here's the reservoir right here. Niceties about this motorcycle. I've heard this is a very comfortable motorcycle to ride, a good seating position. I've heard you can take this on long rides, very nice, very well, does well. The seat comes off and there's a giant storage space down here. Air filter is easily accessible. Battery down here. Just all kinds of room here for, he pulled the seat off to get some stuff earlier, and just amazing how, you know, I drive my beautiful Shadow over there and I have no storage. I had to buy a bag for it. But anyway, plenty of storage. Then he's got a toolkit spot right here under the seat. But anyway, here's the adjustments for the shocks. You can turn these knobs here, or you can do spring load right here. Same with the front ones, spring load and, you know, dampening. Absolutely gorgeous motorcycle. If you're of my age, if you were haunting bike shops in the 80s, 90s, when you see a color, this color and this shape of bike, you just fall in love. All right, I just got back from riding this thing. It's explosive. It's got a kind of a, it's kind of got a general, you know, slowly picks up, then all of a sudden just explodes with power. I wouldn't say it's peaky. I just say it's gives you a warning before it destroys the road. I believe it will easily pull the wheel off the ground in a couple gears for sure. It's very smooth. I just couldn't believe how, that's the first thing I thought, was the motor is so smooth. And it's got an incredibly beautiful sound. You know, if you like that kind of sound, which I do, it just sounds absolutely fabulous. That's a dream bike, and I really appreciate Kurt. Thank you for letting me ride it.
Not a problem.
Thank you for sharing it with us.
Not a problem.
I hate to let it go. What a beautiful bike. Hey y'all, have a good day. Get out there and ride. Life is good. Enjoy.